good day. This is Shegun at New Generation Man. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video and for choosing to watch this video as of now. This is New Generation Man by Shegun Basharon. On this channel, I'm going to be discussing issues that relate to men's mental health, and we're trying to create a new generation of man, a man that is more sensitive to his emotions, to things around him, and we're trying to mold the character of men into something better. Are trying to change the narrative of the new generation man. So in that regard, today we're going to be talking about five reasons why I feel therapy is important, because going for therapy has huge benefits for everyone, even for both men and women. And for this channel, we're going to be specifically why it is important for men, but anyone can still benefit from this. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about five reasons why I feel therapy is important, because I've tried therapy myself and it's very, very beneficial. So I'll start with the first point. I have the points listed down here on my laptop. So just pardon me for a few seconds, because I might be looking here to go through the points. But the most important thing is I just take the points, and at the end of the video, I'll go to put a link in the description of how you can get started if eventually you decide you want to do therapy online or you want to do physical in Nigeria, because I'm recording this video from Lagos, Nigeria. So number one, the first reason why I think therapy is important is that it helps you to put things into perspective when you want to make a decision. A lot of times in our lives, we're in a crossroad on whether you should take this particular decision or whether you shouldn't. And you might need somebody to talk to. And most of the times, what we do is that we reach out to our friends and family to kind of, let us weigh the options and make a decision, which is fine. But most of the times, because they know you personally, and they know your character and they know you well, there may be a little bit of bias in the way they advise you. But sometimes, if you like to get something objective without any form of bias, and you want to see, okay, if I make this decision, what are the things that would likely happen? I just need a fair perspective on an issue. Do you understand? Therapy is actually a very good way to do that. Okay, so that's actually the first reason why I think therapy is important, and it's actually very helpful. It helps you see the things into perspective, lets you see the advantages and disadvantages if you make this decision, or the advantages and disadvantages if you make that decision. So it helps you a lot to put things into perspective. So the second point is that health therapy helps you to see things from a different perspective. Because I remember the first time I tried therapy, I was having a mindset regarding something, and the therapist told me something and totally changed my perspective about that thing. Because in this life, let's just have it. Your perspective about a particular thing is what determines what will happen to you. The way you think about something, or the perception that you have about a particular issue, always determine the results that that thing will have in your life. So the perspective is very important, and therapy actually helps you get a different perspective, because immediately you open up and you tell them what your perspective is regarding a particular issue, they'll give you another perspective in which you could have looked at it and that you may never have thought of before, maybe because based on your cultural background or ethnicity or anything like that. So that's actually a second reason why I think psychology is important. So another reason why psychology is important, the third point, is that it helps you understand things better, in the sense that there are some issues or things that we do that you don't even understand, why those things are actually happening to you. And some of all these things are science oriented, in the sense that there are reasons why maybe our bodies behave in a particular way, or as a man, there are certain developmental patterns that you've created, you know, and that's why you behave like that. Because, for example, as men, sometimes we like to focus on one thing at a particular time. We're not very good with multitasking. Do you understand? We can, but it's not maybe our strong skill. Do you understand? So sometimes psychologists, our therapists help you understand the reason why you are in a particular way. And don't beat yourself too much about it, or maybe when you're facing a particular challenge in that area. So that's also another benefit of using therapy. Then therapy also helps in terms of self-confidence and self-doubt, because yeah, that happens in a lot of times when maybe you're at a crossroad and you're not quite sure what to do. Maybe you got a new job, you're not quite confident, will you be able to deliver. It helps, because sometimes, how will I even say it, your family and friends will get tired of you. You know, it's not every time they will always be available to hype you up, to encourage you, to make you feel good about yourself. Do you understand? And to be honest, it does happen that once or twice you may have that feeling of self-doubt, and you actually need someone to talk to kind of open up, to see why you're having these feelings. So therapy, they kind of therapists help you to kind of, like I always say, help you put things in perspective and see reasons why you should believe in yourself. So that's actually a very important reason. So that's the fourth reason. So now the fifth reason is because it makes you feel different about yourself. Because I remember the time I tried therapy, there was a particular mindset I was having, and the relationship gave me a different perspective. It changed the way I felt about myself. It changed the way you feel, and the way you feel about yourself is important because you definitely show outward in the way do things, the way you communicate with others, the way you relate to issues. So it will affect your outlook towards life. Okay, so that's something very key. So those are the 5 points. I really think that psychology is important. And I also, a bonus point here, in here, here in Nigeria, and mental health is something that is getting more talked about day and day. And there are a lot of Instagram pages, a lot of people speaking up about mental health and why it is important. So I'm going to be linking in the description some Instagram pages that you can contact for therapy sessions in Nigeria. And I'll also put a link to some of the online platforms like BetterHelp and all that you can get started with therapy. I know that for some people, based on everything you're going through, therapy is the last thing on your to-do list. But I think you should try it out in the sense that you could even maybe go to the HMO, because some of us that work a corporate job, some of our companies offer us HMO, and some of these services are actually available, in your packages, but you don't know about it. Do you understand? So I think maybe you should get in contact with your HMO, find out that you want to access this service, and try it out. And you can have 2 sessions for free, based on your plan. And if you still like to continue, you can then maybe pay for that one, depending on the plan that you have. So I think it's something you should look into. It's not only when you are sick that you need to go to the hospital. You can just go to the hospital for self wellness. Even if you are feeling somehow about a particular thing, you think you need to talk to someone, which I've actually tried before. So I think you should actually try that, maybe for those that don't want to spend money on anything. Try maybe if you have an HMO, if you work a corporate job, if maybe those options are there. So basically, that's the point I wanted to talk about today. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. If this is the type of content you're interested in, or you like to see more of this, please consider liking this video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends. Thank you so much for taking our time to watch my video today. I really appreciate it. I will share more topics like this. So please share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Thank you so much. All right, bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.